What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us. And after a long time, I'm reviewing a animation movie, and I watched it a long time ago, but I forgot I didn't review this one because it's one of my favorite movie, The Garden of the Words. Before judging anything according to the current perspective or whatever we have our mentality about the characters, the best thing about the Japanese movies, they talk too much silently about the details, and especially because in the previous movies that I reviewed, I thoroughly studied that what are the details really meaning, as a as in the past one, the red thread, what is the meaning of it connects two people from different walks of life. So here in this also, the Garden of the Words, it the movie starts with the rainy season in Japan. So there comes a guy, Takao. He's 15 years old, a teenager guy, and he's drawing a sketch in the garden. And then he sees there is a female around 27 years old, Yukuri, with the official dress code. Looks like she works somewhere, and she's having chocolates and she's fond of it. And he is very optimist, like the teenagers are. They wanted to approach others, but they don't introduce, because the women, especially, it's not about Japanese culture, but maybe I feel like in certain cultures it is like that the people doesn't open up very quickly. But some people, they really like to mingle with new people, and they wanted to invite or invade in someone's circle uh, of comfort or discomfort, whatever you say it, because they feel like being sitting next to somebody and keep talking. So Takao is something like this. And then he introduces his shoe, that he has passion for shoes. So it means he wanted to give, look here, sometimes people are upset in their social life, and suddenly they meet a stranger, and that stranger take them to another journey that is not your social life. Like, you will know why Yakuri was there, but somehow she meets Takao, and Takao is a totally different version of life. So he is passionate about shoes, and he said, I wanted to design blah 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 blah. And she said, okay, let's listen to this guy, because she is mature. And she doesn't introduce herself, and while on the very first time when they meet, she goes away and give her the Japanese poetry. And he said, I don't know why she's giving me, but since he is a teenager, he's optimistic about what he wanted to say it. So they often meet there, because he wanted to skip the school and to be there. And we found out later that Yukuri is also 27 years old female teacher, and who had a tough time from his school. That's why she wanted to just quit her job to go back to her village, wherever she wanted to go, because she's not comfortable working in that. So somehow Takao was giving her the vision to think beyond that circle and let her uh, join the journey that he likes, making shoes. So every time he keeps discussing, so you could see that later Yukuri also gives her the book of, because it's very expensive, right? So he gives her the book of making shoes and all this. And like, she shows some sort of care towards whatever his passion is. And now he focuses more on his work, because he's a teenager, he has to survive, he has to work, and he has to go through the pressure. Now you see that both different people have similar problem. They have pressure from their family to do something, and she has a pressure from her society, a workplace where she works. So they come with the same easiness of being there at the garden. So rainy season is always considered as romantic, and after a long time you see that there is a gap, they cannot see each other, and finally they meet at one another day, and then and he wanted to see what she is all about, because she is so secretive, and then finds out that that was her, like her last day at the work. So he chases her, and in the rain he goes to her apartment, and then he opens up with his emotions, and then he blames himself, because the teenagers are just like this. They are very uh, optimist, like you cannot say, they are very quick express, they are expressing their emotions very quickly. And then you will see that how she chases it, and that becomes very emotional scene also. But overall, we see that this is one of the good movie, and Makoto is always more about details. And still I feel like they, if we will study lot of things, then you will find out that there are many details they wanted to talk about. The best thing I really like about this movie is, and especially the graphic and visual, all these things, I really am amazed by how he portrays the life and everything that happens. You see the camera and how it goes. It looks like it's not like an animation movie. He makes it more realistic, true to the feelings of a, like other movies. And there is another thing that I really like it, because the thing that they come up with the poetry, and that poem also gives him like a vision. Like he'd say that a faint clap of thunder, clouded skies, perhaps rain comes. If so, will you stay here with me? So Yukari in the Garden of Words, and it's book 1 verse 2513 that we read. So somehow we see that in certain countries, in certain places, people express their emotions not directly, but they are very indirect through poetry, gifts. Remember, now we see here also that she gives him the book, so it was a gift, right? And then you see that he in return he wanted to make a shoe for her. So in we see that both of them are helping each other to walk. And I hope you will really enjoy this movie, and especially as you can see that there are many movies worth watching, and I almost had a list of them, but I forgot where I keep them. So whatever I have watched it, I have just placed it in my playlist. You can watch it, the reviews, because it's, I think you will really fall in love with those movies. And if you have any suggestions, kindly please be optimist, comment below, and whatever the movies you really like it, kindly please comment below. So thank you so much for bearing me, and have a great week. So hope to watch more, and I hope, yeah, I watch also Demon Slayer also. But when you watch Demon Slayer also, there is a plenty of quotes, the life lessons that we really need to learn. We'll review some other time. So have a great day. Bye bye.